everyone, welcome back to my channel So Little Time, and my name is Karen. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing my dressmaking project for the Swap, Share, Sew challenge that I've been taking part in. So if you'd like to hear more about what I've been making, please stay tuned. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm really excited to talk to you all about my sewing make for the Swap, Share, Sew challenge that I've been taking part in. If you've not heard of it before, it's a sewing challenge set up by Jayne from Loopy Mabels Closet and Rosy from Rosy Sews Modern Vintage, and it's in its second year. I took part in it last year and thoroughly enjoyed it, so I was totally on board for doing it again this year. You're basically paired up with another sewer, and then you send your partner a sewing package of some haberdashery notions to incorporate into their make as much as possible. So I was paired up with a lady called Lucy, and she has a YouTube channel called Rosy Sews Studio, so I will link that in the description box below. Please do go and check her out, as she has an absolutely beautiful channel and she makes some gorgeous things. She also has an Etsy shop and she does some online sewing courses as well. I'll put her Instagram handle across the bottom of the screen for you, as it's slightly different. It's called Made by Lucy Kiss. Yeah, and please do go and give her a follow. As like I say, she's got some beautiful things on her channel and on her Instagram grid. So I've been really enjoying getting to know Lucy over the past few weeks. We've been chatting through Instagram, and we also have had a couple of Zoom sewing sessions, which has been really lovely to get to know Lucy that way. And it's been nice to sit there on an evening and chat whilst we make our garment up, basically. So this year I decided to make a dungaree style dress, and I went with the Bobbins Buttons Emily pattern. I have made it before in the past, as I actually do pattern tests for Julia at Bobbins Buttons, and I also blog for her as well. So I will link her website in the description box below for you, and I will also add a link to the pattern. I made it earlier this year in a needle cord fabric, so this year I decided to go with a classic denim, as you can see here, and I got this fabric from Felicity Fabrics earlier this year, and it is a 10-ounce denim, I believe, so it is slightly lighter weight than what I would usually go for, but I have actually interlined the dress to give it a little bit of extra weight and also to stop it from sticking to my tights. And in a future video I will be showing you how to do that, as I have had quite a few people ask me. So I'm going to give you an overview of the pinafore dress itself. It comes in UK sizes 8 to 20, which starts with a bust of 33.5 inches through to 45 inches, a waist of 25 inches through to 35 inches, and hips 35.5 inches through to 46 inches. I've opted to make the size 10, which I went against my sort of body measurements and the finished garment measurements, and that's how I selected my size. It's an A-line dungaree style pinafore dress, which is a pull-on style with no zip, a choice of front and back seams. There are a variety of optional pockets, including inseam pockets and patch pockets for both the front and back. Suitable fabrics are denim, needle cord, jumbo cord, linen, linen blends and medium weight woven blends. So like I said, I went with a classic denim, and I really do like this colour. I think it will go with a lot of things in my wardrobe. So Lucy did send me quite a lot of things in a package to incorporate into my make, and I will go through those with you as I talk about the make itself. So I opted to go with a version with the seam, which runs all the way down the centre of the front and down the centre of the back. And I have top stitched throughout using a gold top stitching thread, which is what Lucy actually sent me. So it looks really lovely with this colour denim. I have used a classic dungaree style buckle for this make because the prim snap-on design just didn't fit the strap width, and I actually do quite like this brass colourway that I had in my stash anyway, as I think it looks a lot better with the denim. And those are hammer-on buttons, so I used my husband's hammer to get those put in, and that was quite easy. You just literally hammer the backs into the fronts on a hard surface. I have made a slight change to this pinafore dress by adding these sort of hexagonal style pockets, which I think are more in keeping with a dungaree style dress. The pattern actually comes with a rounded pocket, so all I've done is taken this from the Tilly and the Buttons Clio pattern and just added that on where the rounded version would sit, and I've done the same for the back pockets, which I'll show you in a moment. I've added this little handmade label that Lucy sent me, so instead of putting it on the inside, I've added it as like a tag on the front, and I really like how that looks. So I'll stand back so you can see in full the dress. It's a lovely A-line style which skims really nicely over my hips, so I think it just suits my body shape a lot more than the Clio style does. So I haven't had to make any changes to the shape at all for this pinafore dress. So on the reverse I've got the back pockets here, and initially I thought I put them in the wrong place because I didn't put the markings on, but I think they are just quite right. So, and I've top stitched those again with the gold top stitching thread. So for this dress, the straps actually cross over at the back, so I'll just turn around so you can see that they cross over just there. And I did try and change that initially because I wanted them just going like that, because I feel that they are quite close to my neck when they're crossed over at the back, and I just prefer it when they're a little bit sort of more stood away. So next time I will change that, and I think I just need to change the way they're cut slightly so that, yeah, they look a little bit more like the Clio at the back, as I just find that fits me a bit better at the top there. But otherwise the rest of the dress is exactly how I want it. Now on the inside it has got a facing on the front and the back, and Lucy sent me some lovely fat quarters in a lovely floral cotton fabric, so I'll show you the inside on the front. I have used this lovely cotton fabric that she sent me, and then I have actually bias bound around the edge of that as well, which is also using some bias binding that she sent me as well. So I've incorporated that. And then on the back, it is a slightly different fabric. I don't know if you can see if I try and come in. It's a smaller sort of ditzy floral fabric that I used for the back, and I've added in one of my new labels, which says "So Little Time, made by Karen," or something like that. I can't remember what it says now, but yeah, I just wanted to add that into my make. So yeah, these cross over at the back, if I can get it around the right way. Yeah, and just do up like that. So I've had to stitch the actual straps right down to the back there, so I have folded them over quite a lot to get them to fit sort of correctly. What have I done now? Moved it probably. I have actually used the bias binding on the hem as well, so I'm going to pan you down so you can see the hem. So I've just added it there, and there you can see I've got my shiny lining, so that stops it sticking to my tights. And yeah, the bias binding just adds a little bit of weight to the hem, and also just adds that nice little pop of colour as well. You know, nobody's really going to see it, but I know it's there. So I'm really happy with how the dress turned out, and I do wear pinafore dresses quite regularly. If you've been following me for a while, you know that they are one of my favourite style dresses to wear, so I do rotate them throughout the year in my wardrobe. I've paired this up with the Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top, and I think it looks really nice with this style top. And I will pair it also with one of my Cocos as well. And yeah, so I think I'll get a lot of wear out of this, and I usually sort of layer it up with a Blackwood cardigan as well. So now I'm going to show you what Lucy actually sent me in my haberdashery package. But first, I just wanted to show you this that she actually sent. It's a little zip pouch, which she's put some glitter vinyl on the front, which says my YouTube and Instagram handles, So Little Time, and I absolutely love that. And it's got this nice little tape measure ribbon on the zip, and it's a really good size, so I have been using it to put a lot of my sort of sewing bits and bobs in there. She sent me the top stitching thread, which was a gold top stitching thread by Gutermann, and the colour is 968, just in case you ever wanted to get some that was suitable for a classic denim colourway. She sent me some lovely gold bias binding as well, so I have used that obviously on the hem and on the facing. She sent me some tracing paper and also a tracing wheel, which got the serrated edge on it, which I find really useful for when I am sort of going over bust darts and things. And then she's also sent me this water soluble marking pencil, which I've been using so much. It's so good. She did also send me a few other bits and bobs which I haven't incorporated into my make, but yes, I will keep them for future projects. And she did send me a nice Kit Kat as well, so I had that. when the package arrived. So that's really all I've got to say about this dress. I really do hope you like what I have made, and please do go and check out Lucy's video to see her lander pants. I'm really excited to see how they've turned out, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed this challenge again, so thank you to both Jayne and Rosy for organising it. You know, they've done so well. There were so many people who have been taking part this time, and we've had an Instagram sort of chat group, and it's been really nice seeing what everybody else has been making and chatting on there. So yeah, I think we've all made sewing friends for life. It's been lovely, so thank you very much. Do hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. Please do give me a like and click that subscribe button. If you've not subscribed to my channel already, it'd be great to have you here with me, and I shall see you again very soon. Thanks a lot, bye!